Dancing on Ice Friday. I'm Ben Shepard.
And I'm Coleen Nolan.
We're right here every Friday bringing you exclusives from the rink, more sneak previews of the routines for Sunday's show as the boys and girls go up against each other for the first time.
Yeah, and the girls will be better.
What are you talking about? We're going to be chatting to your favourite Dancing on Ice stars. I think you'll find the boys are going to shade it.
No way. The Ice panel are here with some words of wisdom, plus we join Torval and Dean, who'll show us exactly how this week's required element should be done, and we'll follow them as they go from the ice rink to the red carpet.
We'll also welcome Heather Mills and Dr. Hilary Jones as they look forward to their second live performance. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. But before all of that, it's time to find out the breaking news from Dancing on Ice this week.
So he was top of the leaderboard on Sunday, but Danny's in trouble this week as he attempts the frog lift. It was the very lift that saw Sunita disappear from the show. Danny's trousers have already taken a slicing from Frankie's blades. Oh, look at that. Sunita was gutted when she got it wrong. Danny was nearly gutted right there. Little Daniela.
Ooh. The pressure is also getting to Daniela, who had a nasty tumble in training this week and took it badly. Ow!
Okay? You okay?
That looked painful.
It did look painful, but the good news is Daniela is fine. But will her body hold out till Sunday?
And finally, Tana's promised Gordon that if she wins Dancing on Ice, they can try for their 5th child.
Ooh.
We caught up with Gordon to get his reaction. Delighted. If anyone can put a bun in the oven, it's our Gordon. They're the headlines. Now welcome our guests this week, please. They're here. Dr. Hilary Jones with Alexandra Shawman and Heather Mills with Matt Evers.
Oh, welcome to everyone. Now, it's so lovely to have you here. So, last Sunday we saw the boys take their first intro into the show. How was it for you?
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Backstage, the atmosphere was tense. Lots of joking going on with Bobby, of course.
Yes.
Bobby and I shared a few jokes to relieve the anxiety and tension. I was sorry to see him go, but thoroughly full of relief to get the first routine out of the way. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and Alex was brilliant. She's taken me through it from not being able to do my boots up to actually doing a whole routine.
I know you were
together.
so confident last week. I was really shocked at how good you were, actually.
Isn't it amazing what acting does?
We were all shocked. Heather, obviously you were able to relax last week and you kept a good eye on the boys. Who stood out for you?
I was really, really shocked to see Gary in the bottom two because I thought he was phenomenal. But Danny, Kieran and Mikey are brilliant as well. But I think Danny slightly has that edge of the boys at the moment. But I loved Hilary's performance because he was so...
Yeah.
Like Mr. Bond, you know, he reminds me of James Bond going around.
Debonair and charismatic.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a great bedside manner.
He would calmly eat you up.
Yes, and he would. He would love to. Now, look, we understand, Heather, you've had a few problems with your leg this week.
Yeah, well, it's not really a problem. I just need a new socket because...
You say that like it's like going down the shop and getting one.
Well, it's not. The problem is I won't have it ready for Sunday. Bob watched the Dorset Orthopaedics trying really, really hard, and I had to go down the other week and I met some soldiers from Afghanistan, and we were talking about how the tissue, the more active you are, the muscle tissue shrinks, and it means that when you've got a leg that fits like this, you react. It will react to the degree it can. But now it's doing that, and
So
then my leg's coming after, so it's kind of... It won't come off.
Is it like it's on a spring?
Yeah, it's kind of like a spoon in soup. It kind of moves around.
Makes noise.
So...
Does it? It rattles a bit.
Really?
And he keeps going, what's that? And I've gone, oh, no.
Just my leg.
So,
Just my leg.
Matt, how have you had to adapt to skating with Heather?
Wow. You know, coming in the first week of training with Heather back in October and November, I didn't know what we were going to do. You know, I had no idea what we could do, and working with Jane and Chris, we've devised a whole new way to teach ice skating. This has never been done before, ever, you know, to this ability and to this level.
And talking about ability and level, which I think is the thing that we've all, you know, for everybody at this point, this week, your special move is the 3-step teapot. We can have a look at this, because one leg, 2 legs, this looks complicated anyway.
Yeah, it is really complicated because you've got to keep the leg up, and the problem is because I can't, it's so hard to have a balance on the left leg, so I have to try and balance on the right leg, but it means I'm carrying the weight of the left leg, so it's much heavier than your own leg because it's like just strapping a few kilos on the end of your leg and then you've got to keep it straight. But there's much harder moves than that in the routine.
Is there?
Much harder, which we won't give away, where I have to actually lead and guide Matt. And he said, if you don't get this right, I go off in the audience. What do you mean?
Oh, that'd be great telly, though, Matt.
Yeah.
Be shown forever.
Well, I'll sell some front row seats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chuck him over.
I have to say, as a medic, that I have utmost admiration for Heather. She's achieving things that people didn't think were possible.
Trailblazing and groundbreaking.
But then,
Fantastic.
of course, so are you, Hilary, because being the oldest contestant, and I hate
You
to
keep going on
reminding you-
about it. What are you talking
I like
about?
reminding you of that.
It's the diminishing youth does get
Do
in the way.
you
of,
find that's a hindrance?
Well,
being the
only in
oldest?
terms of, you have to rotate your hips quite a lot in skating. And, as you suffer from diminishing youth, as the year...
Yeah.
Rotating.
I can rotate. It gets a bit tougher. But no, it's no hindrance, really. I don't think of it. And backstage, Danny and I were doing press-ups with clapping our hands and our
you're
feet
just
at the
showing
same
off.
time.
He is.
I mean, you had
You can
4
do a posh
weeks
press-up.
for the first routine, and
Yeah.
then this week you've got 4 days.
4 days. I
That
mean,
must be
it's a
scary.
big ask. Suddenly the pressure's on for time, and you have literally 4 days to get a routine, be demonstrated the routine, and then you've got to get on and do it by Sunday.
Yeah, that would be really interesting because the guys had that extra week.
Sure,
You know,
first
so
week.
Emma said,
Yeah.
oh, well, the guys were better than the girls. And it was like, yeah, they had a whole week. Whereas
It
now
all
we've
comes
got
together.
an extra few
Well,
days.
this is
so
the
it's
thing we've been
perfect.
talking about a lot. In less than 48 hours, our male and female celebrities will battle against each other for the first time. Our online poll reckons that 92% of you think the Dancing on Ice experience is harder for the boys. They are, of course, right.
You've so set that up.
I haven't at
You
all.
have, you have, don't
Some
worry.
of our stars, Heather's disagreeing already, as you will see.
Okay, if I get through, I will lift Matt.
Yay.
We'll make sure you do that. We'll find out. Let's have a look at what some of the others think about who's having it tougher, the boys or the girls.
It's going to be interesting this week. We have all the girls back.
It'll be interesting to see how we all start competing with each other because the competition's really started now.
I would say it's 100 times harder being a guy than a girl in this competition.
I just feel that, the lifts and that make things far more difficult because, we're not getting pulled about, we're the ones doing the pulling.
In the beginning, I did think it was a lot harder for the boys having to do the lifts, but then they should try being, 6 foot above the ice, being spun around and trying to perfect their position.
The start.
No, no, okay. Like in my routine this week, we've just got to dive into the air and hope that the guy is going to be there to catch us.
The girls have got professional partners who control them in lifts, whereas Susie has me to lift her, and that means she's putting her life in my hands, and I've never done it before.
But they're lifting pro skaters that are used to being lifted all the time. We're getting thrown up in the air, we've got hands going in places, only one but your husband would touch. Oh, right up your bits. And it's a bit intimidating and a bit scary, and you have to look elegant and like you're enjoying it at the same time. It's tough.
Grab the legs.
I can't get it.
So the guys this week are going to throw in their big lifts. The girls are going to bring what they bring to the table. So Sunday should be very interesting.
I'm not sure we're ever going to agree on
not.
that, but we're out of time with the guys right now. I just want to say good luck to all
Can I
of
say
you.
one thing?
Go on then,
If their
quickly.
lifts are so hard, why is it the women have the most injuries?
Yes,
Okay. Apart
exactly.
from Jeremy's
Because the boys are just
hamstring,
more
we get
careful.
crushed
They're
ribs.
just
Come on,
more
Heather.
careful.
Whole
The boys
performance.
are too scared
You
about
started
falling on the
something
women.
now.
That's it. They've got small women
Lost
next to
your
them.
argument, lost
We'll go
your
on and on for hours. For the time being, please give it up for Hilary, Alexandra, Heather and Matt.